Instead of an entourage, Sean Diddy Combs got a police escort to jail Monday.
Hip-hop music mogul Sean Diddy Combs spent tonight in handcuffs.
In the ongoing saga of the Tupac unsolved case, the plot thickens with each passing day, and if you think it's been suspiciously silent in the last few months, get ready for the latest bombshell that involves none other than Diddy. As the case hits its 25-year mark, the rumors and speculations seem to be swirling in a storm of controversy. The recent developments started with the arrest of Keefe, who, in a shocking turn of events, pleaded no guilty and may be freed soon enough. Now it appears that Diddy finds himself uncomfortably perched in the hot seat, potentially painted as the mastermind behind all. Brace yourselves because by the end of this video, you'll find out what the police has on Diddy. And trust me, you won't want to miss this.
That's right, Diddy was brought here about 2 hours ago. His bail was set at $160,000.
Well, if you thought the case is being stalled again, here's the recent juice. You all know how Tupac's brother, Mopper Shakur, dropped a bombshell revelation about a conversation he had with Diddy. According to Mopper, Diddy personally reached out to him to vehemently deny any involvement in Tupac's 1996 shooting. Puffy called me back in the day. He was like, I just want you to know I ain't have nothing to do with your brothers. Know who you are, but we never met. And I just want to call you man to man and let you know that I ain't have nothing to do with your brother's shooting. While appreciative of the call, Mopar couldn't shake off the suspicion that Diddy might be playing a strategic move to cover his tracks. Skeptical of Diddy's professed innocence, Mopar felt that the mogul was merely trying to secure favor just in case things took a turn for the worse and legal troubles came knocking.
Yeah, that sounds like a guy that's guilty, man. Him calling you trying to plead his innocence.
This revelation came amid the arrest and charging of Keefe D. Davis, reigniting public interest in the long-standing case. Mopar, adamant about seeking the truth surrounding his brother's demise, took the opportunity to engage with Diddy directly. In the eyes of Tupac's brother, it seems Diddy's reassurances were met with a healthy dose of skepticism, as Mopar continued to dig for answers and uncover the mysteries surrounding Tupac's demise. Now, with the emergence of names and dots starting to connect, the narrative around the tragic shooting in Las Vegas takes a dramatic and unforeseen turn, with Diddy being in the midst of legal trouble.
LA Times had just dropped an article in the newspaper implicating him as well.
In the ever-twisted saga surrounding Tupac's case, 50 Cent has thrown a grenade into the mix, pointing fingers directly at P. Diddy. Known for their long-standing animosity, 50 Cent took to Instagram to make a shocking claim that Diddy orchestrated Tupac's shooting. In a bold post, 50 Cent advised Diddy to gather his best lawyers if he values he freedom. Damn, so Pac got lined by Brother Love, lull time to lawyer up, stuff might get sticky. The Instagram post, accompanied by a photo of Tupac and Suge Knight in the black BMW sedan on the night of the fatal drive-by shooting in 1996, left followers stunned. While the motive behind 50 Cent's accusation remains unclear, speculation has swirled for years about Diddy's potential involvement in Tupac's demise.
I said, who is really the guy behind it? Fear this guy, Diddy, as if he's untouchable.
This bombshell from 50 Cent followed former Bad Boy artist Mace's cryptic reference to Diddy's rumored role in Tupac's shooting during a sports talk show. Mace, feigning ignorance, sarcastically stated when I heard that name. I was like, I heard the name before. It didn't really click like that. Before shifting gears to express a desire for justice for Tupac. He hinted at Diddy's alleged attempt to harm Tupac in the past and cover his tracks. Diddy, no stranger to controversy, had faced accusations in the past. In 1994, the Los Angeles Times reported that Diddy knew two associates, James Jimmy Henchman Roseman and Jimmy Sabatino, who planned to ambush Tupac at a New York City music studio. The plot allegedly involved staging a robbery, offering Tupac $7,000 to record a track. The late rapper survived the attack, but the incident loomed large in the narrative surrounding his still unsolved shooting in Las Vegas 2 years later, where Diddy is allegedly the main figure behind it.
We got proof of that. We got papers and documented.
Apparently, the music mogul spent a lot of money and used all his connections to cover the traces of his involvement. Little did he know that, almost 3 decades later, people will still consider him guilty. As one person commented, everyone has been knowing for years that Diddy was involved, and another user added, Diddy's ego and entitlement will be his undoing. In my opinion, yes, I do believe he is guilty. He can no longer deflect on this issue or point fingers at others. He'll never survive prison. But it's not like Diddy didn't try to deny all the claims, calling them ridiculous and completely false. Despite his protests, the controversy surrounding Diddy's connection to Tupac's shooting adds another layer to the already convoluted tale.
We don't talk about things that are nonsense.
The late rap legend himself openly blamed Combs and his protege Notorious B.I.G., whose East Coast rap network feuded with his West Coast posse for this 1994 shooting in interviews and songs. The Times report also cites Biggie's track Who Shot Ya, recorded after the attack, that describes its circumstances and includes the lyric, "You rewind this, bad boys behind this." In what appears to be a retaliatory move, Diddy himself replied to all the swirling speculations about his desire to harm Tupac. He unleashed hell on the newspaper that dared to accuse him, saying the story is a lie. It is beyond ridiculous and completely false. Neither Biggie nor I had any knowledge of any attack before, during, or after it happened. He also alleged that journalists relied on unreliable informants and outdated FBI reports to craft a fabricated narrative. And in fact, Diddy had nothing but love for Tupac.
You really think that's hate? When you really break it down, you've been out here a long time.
However, the story didn't end here. 8 years after the claims made by the journalist, there was a film Netflix released based on a book with the premise that Diddy hired hitmen to shoot Tupac in 1996. The author of the book, a retired lab investigator, claims Diddy hired a Crip to eliminate Tupac for $1 million. The documentary features a taped police interview between retired lab officer named Greg Kading and already a familiar figure in this case, Keffe, during which the latter alleges P. Diddy approached him on 2 separate occasions to discuss getting rid of Tupac and another rap mogul and his rival, Suge Knight.
We already had that information. Keefe D was kind of corroborating what other people had said.
Keefe D, who recently appeared in court in Las Vegas over Tupac's case, has repeatedly claimed that P. Diddy instructed him to target Tupac and the rivalry label's boss, Suge Knight. Diddy's representatives declined to comment on the allegations. Diddy has consistently dismissed claims of involvement in Tupac's demise as baseless. Adding more layers to the narrative, former gangster James McDonald, formerly known as Mob James, revealed that rumors about Diddy and others putting a bounty on Suge and Tupac's heads circulated during that tumultuous period. McDonald, who once served as a security enforcer Suge's label, disclosed that Puffy was adamant to distance himself from trouble as it happened.
Until Puffy knew he had to distance himself.
Now, the most intriguing moment in all this is that Keefe D, who was charged with passive shooting in September, was not found guilty, so it seems like his arrest was staged to simply get the bigger fish in the pond of this tragic story. As Keefe D says in the tape, Diddy expressed his desire to get rid of Pac and Suge. Man, I want to get rid of those dudes. While these claims cannot lead to prosecution due to a legal agreement in place, they add fuel to the ever-growing fire surrounding Tupac's mysterious incident, and it looks like Diddy is catching more fire than ever before. Now, it looks like the whole arrest of Keefe D was staged to expose a bigger criminal.
Plus, we didn't want to expose the fact that Keefe D's cooperating.
The whole discussion between Diddy and Kading can be the key to incarcerating Diddy. Last week, the U.S. Sun revealed how prosecutors decided to submit the tape as evidence despite the legal complexity of its admission. As one insider claimed, it would be seen as a powerful piece of evidence for a jury to hear. Now, as the pieces of this puzzle are coming together, the music mogul's life is going down quite a slippery slide. But whatever happens to Diddy next, the public doesn't feel sorry for this man. As one person commented, at least for Diddy, if he ends up in jail, he won't have to travel very far if wants to have any more freak-off. And another user added, he needs to be in jail for many things. Disgusting human being. It seems like one way or another, the music mogul will soon end up behind the bars, and who knows what other crimes of his are going to surface. But folks, what do you think about all this? Is Diddy guilty in eliminating the rap legend? And how close are the police to actually throwing him in jail? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to check my other videos.